So recently it's been a situation with LeBron James and Stephen A Smith getting into a little altercation after Stephen A Smith comments on Bronny James, criticizing him, stating that he doesn't believe he's ready for the NBA, and also called out LeBron James for the tweet he made back in 2023 stating that Bronny James is actually better than some NBA players. And as we all know, that had led to the viral moment with Stephen A Smith and LeBron James, while LeBron was confronting Stephen A Smith, telling him to leave his son out of this ish. Now yesterday, LeBron has finally addressed this to the public, which a lot of people are shocked because nobody expected LeBron to actually come out into the public. He's usually private about his life, but he went on Pat McAfee's podcast and he had this to say.
Yep. Which leads obviously to you and Stephen A. Hey, legit, that feels like a moment that had been brewing for a long time.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're watching it. Yep. We're all seeing it.
Oh yeah,
you're seeing it as well.
He literally, it started off with, I didn't want to address it.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it, but since the video came out, I feel the need to address it.
Yeah, on fire. You would be not to talk about it.
Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait to the video to drop so you can address it, it's your ass. Like seriously, and like he completely like missed the whole point. The whole point. Never would I ever not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job, to criticize or to, be in a position where, okay, if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game. That's all part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players. And I think a lot of the media, including him, and I know that he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about it again. Oh my God, he's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the fucking freezer and sit in his chair in his tighty whities on the couch.
I hope at some point you two do get a chance. But you're right.
Dude, relax, bro. Relax. Seriously.
Now that's what LeBron has said, and you can obviously tell this stuff is starting to get personal now, like really personal, because Stephen A. Smith didn't even take long to respond to this on his podcast, which we all knew he was going to do that as soon as possible. And this is what Stephen A. Smith had to say in response. And be sure to stay tuned because we're going to take a listen to what Shannon Sharpe had to say as well too, because he actually defends LeBron James. So go ahead and take a listen to Stephen A. Smith.
That man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately. But don't the truth matter? Because there's one person in this ordeal that's telling the truth, and it's me. I don't lie to y'all. His ass lies a lot. And there's a lot of shady stuff that he does. And one of the things is his passive aggressiveness and the two-facedness and smile in your face and dig you behind the back. I happen to know that about him, which is why I don't like him. And he don't like me. But it doesn't stop me from being fair and calling it like I see it. We ain't exchanging Christmas gifts. We ain't having Thanksgiving dinner together. What you bring your son up in there for? What you bring your family up in there before? You gonna go on Pat McAfee show, talk about you gonna protect your house. What you talking about? Your son ain't at the house. He's at Crypto.com Arena. We ain't covering him in Brentwood. We covering him in downtown LA at the Crypto.com Arena, where you put him.
So that's what Stephen A. Smith had to say, and LeBron actually did respond back to what Stephen A. Smith said here. You can clearly see an emotional side of Stephen A. Smith. You can tell this obviously put him in his feelings a little bit. LeBron James had posted this on his Instagram. You heard Stephen A. Smith say if LeBron would have put his hands on him, he would have swum back. Stephen A. Smith, we know you ain't got them hands. LeBron is clearly not taking this as personal as Stephen A. Stephen A. Smith is more in his feelings about this situation, but now we're going to go ahead and take a listen to Shannon Sharpe. He gives his thoughts and his opinion and gets real, so I want you guys to take a listen to this and then we're going to close the video out. Go ahead and take a listen.
Me, I wish Stephen A would just left it alone. Once he addressed it, once it happened.
The first time.
Address it. This is what happened. He came over to me, said what he said. I want to address it now, and I'm going to be done with it.
Right.
Because as my grandma used to say, boy, stirring up old ish, it still smells. So every time Stephen A talks about it, it stirs it up again.
Yeah.
And look, I see both sides of the equation.
Yeah.
But Stephen A just need to let it go. He needs to let it go. And now you're like, well, if he'd hit him, I don't think LeBron was coming to hit you. LeBron was coming to tell you, bro, just stop talking about my son. Right. He said, because you said, oh, as a father, now you're making it personal. You're making it personal because now you're making it seem, and this is how LeBron, I think, took it. You making it seem that I'm not a good father, that I'm not putting my son in a position to be successful. And so you're pushing this. And so LeBron took it a certain way. And am I surprised LeBron responded the way he did so publicly? Because LeBron is a very private person.
Yes, sir.
He might have an issue with someone and you will never know it.
You'll never know it, yeah.
You'll never know it. So, and so for him to do that at a game, and it wasn't after the game, it wasn't before the game, it was the third quarter during a timeout.
Right.
Lets you know how upset he was at Stephen A and what Stephen A had been saying. But at this point in time, I understand LeBron, they asked LeBron about this, but if I'm Stephen A, hey, guys, I've already addressed that. He said what he said. I understood his point. I said what I said. Now it's time to move on. Right. Look, it's not going to stop me from talking about LeBron James, the basketball player on the court. But the incident, I feel that we've talked about it ad nauseum. I feel we've talked about it enough, and now it's time to move on. That's what I wish Stephen A would do. Yeah. But like he said, I mean, look, I get it. That's LeBron James. It's the biggest name in pro North American sport. Right. And when you mention his name, good, bad, or indifferent, people will want to click and hear what you have to say about him. But the one thing I know about this guy, and I know him a little bit, I don't know him as well as a lot of people do. Right. That man loves his family. He's going to protect his family now.
Always.
So that's what Shannon Sharpe had to say, and I think he said it best. His take on it was exactly the way that I feel personally. I think Stephen A. Smith took this situation so seriously is because a lot of people probably are saying that, oh, LeBron James punked you. He checked you in front of everybody. You ain't do nothing about it. And it kind of got to Stephen A. And now he feels like he has to prove to the world he's not bitch made. Now that he's stating if LeBron would have swung on him, he's gonna swing first. Not swing first, but swing back. It was not ever gonna come down to that. I don't think LeBron James would ever even put his hands on Stephen A. Smith. LeBron is he's not unprofessional like that. Now with Shannon Sharpe giving out his thoughts and how he feels about the situation, people are speculating and thinking that Shannon Sharpe might not be on First Take anymore, and I highly doubt that. I don't think it'll ever come down to that anytime soon if it does, but I would love to get you guys' opinions and thoughts on this whole situation. How do you guys feel? Do you guys feel like anybody's in the wrong? Let me know in the comments why. If you have made it this far throughout the video, it would be highly appreciated if you can leave a like, share, and subscribe. I love every single one of you guys. Peace.